Alright. Let's boost. 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 Alright. Well, I don't know if I'm actually gonna think that, but alright. We are live. Part of me feels like I need to put on my glasses because I'm getting old. Getting old in here. Alright, and of course, we're gonna select these, make sure everything sounds and looks good. Always gotta test things out. Alright. We seems good. Right. Whew. And I remember in our last stream, we I know that we sold a bunch of gems because Romello was looking for diamonds, and we did not have any diamonds to give her. So we just came over to Beetle because Beetle seems like he sells the gems for more than general stores, which may not be the case, but that feels like the case for me. I think I went to the general store one time to sell some of the gems, and for some reason it felt like I was getting less money than I wanted. I don't know why, but it felt like it. I don't know why I just saved it. I need to find where's these. Where is the dragon horns that we still picked up? Oh, we've got 2. We need 1 more dragon horn before our next blood moon, and I feel like we're about to experience a blood moon pretty soon. I think I was coming here to actually change the outfit. Terrytown. All right. Oh. Yes, this feels good. Feels good. And we can get some big hearty radishes and stuff over here. We can actually get a lot of material from over here. Which I honestly feel like I should do more. And I do feel like it's what I kind of do when I get the, when I complete the DLC. When I finish the DLC and we get our little vehicle thing, I don't really use the horses anymore. I kind of just use that to travel around. And it's a lot easier, I guess, to go around and gather material that way because, I don't know. I feel like it's just easier to get on and off the motorcycle, all that stuff. Forgot that I could do this with the Master Sword. If you're at full HP and you try to throw it, it actually throws like a little, you know? For some reason, I totally forgot about that. I forgot that that was a thing. Forgot that that was a feature. I honestly don't even think I'm gonna make it over there with it raining. I don't even know why I did this. Terry Town. Bunch of rocks and stuff everywhere. There's the big man himself. Yeah. You know what's funny though? The last time I played this though, I visited this place once. But just like how I'm here now, I think I was just passing through, kind of like how I'm doing right now. I didn't even talk to this guy. So I know that there's like some stuff that you could do here in Terrytown. You could essentially build it up and we can get another Hylian shield and all this other stuff, but we are actually going to do it eventually. I just, again, I feel like there's still just some stuff that we're trying to collect before we really just go around and explore and try to collect everything, you know? Get off the horse. I hate when I try to jump off the horse and he lands back on it. Alright, and I know everywhere, like we said before, usually everywhere we go, when it comes to these fairies, they always got something kind of like surrounding them. The stable song stuck in my head, and I feel like it's gonna be stuck in my head like this whole day. Alright, last fairy. Let's go. Boy. Boy. Sweet boy. Please listen to my story. Sure. I am the great fairy Miha. This place was once a beautiful spring, but as time passed, fewer and fewer travelers arrived to offer me rupees. As a result, my power has abandoned me. I'm really powerless now, so I beg your help. Don't know why I yawned. I need rupees to become whole again. All I need is 10,000 rupees. Once my power has been restored, I can help you do great things, boy. Now, if you have the rupees, hand them over to me, quickly. In order for me to gain my power, I need 10,000. Sure, here you go. We have 25,000. Now we are at 15,016 rupees. Thank you. You are too kind. So you're the one who released me. I was expecting someone bigger, I guess. But a slim little lad like you will do just fine. Yes. Thanks to you, my power has been returned to me, and I think you'll agree a good deed deserves a good reward. I can enhance your clothing, but I require the necessary materials to do so. With the power available to me, I can enhance your clothing to the max. I don't really think I have anything that I really need you to upgrade right now. Yeah, the red choo-choo jelly, we need more of those. Fireproof lizards, we need more of those. Yeah, I don't really need anything upgraded right now. So long for now, I suppose. Once you have some clothing you want to upgrade, come back anytime. See you later. Good boy. Ooh, fairy mama, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I always find it funny how like how pure Link is, because once you start upgrading your clothes and these fairies start doing things to Link, he's just all shy and bashful. You know, they probably offer to do more than just enhance his clothes, and I feel like Link would just scratch the back of his head and be like, no thanks, I'm good. Let that have been anybody else. Let that have been us. We would have immediately jumped into that water. We would have been like, oh, you trying to do what to me? Say less. I'm in there. We're not as pure. That fairy water would have turned into something different. Yeah, Legend of the Virgin. Yeah, for real, huh? You know, one of the things, it honestly makes me think, right? Because, you know, even in this game, they kind of mention the fact that Link, like our current Link and the current Zelda that's in Hyrule Castle fighting Ganon, you know, there's always been basically a princess that had like the goddess Hylia's power, and they've always named that princess Zelda. And there's always been a champion of the Master Sword, and that person has always been called Link. But they basically make it seem or sound like anytime Ganon comes back, you know, these two just always happen to be here at the same time. They basically talk about crawl inside that huge yeah, for real, huh? Link's whole body is gonna be used as a toy. but yeah, they talk about how like there's always been a hero to stand against Ganon. There's always been a princess named Zelda and all this other stuff, right? Whatever. But I've always wondered, do they just like randomly spawn like as Ganon starts to come back? Like, is there just a child born and they just happen to name it Link and he just happens to be left-handed and a master swordsman and all this other stuff? Or are they all kind of related? Like, is the Link that was in like if we're following like the actual timeline, right? I think you know, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask like happened long before like all of this happened, right? Is this Link related to the other Links? Like, is that why he ends up being able to do the things that he does? Like, does he have the hero's blood in him? Do all Links and Zeldas, are they all kind of related in a sense? I mean, I guess that would kind of be a little weird though, because I don't know. I guess it would be a little weird because, like, say for example, this current Link and the current Zelda. Let's say like after the events of Breath of the Wild, after the events of Tears of a Kingdom. Who's to say that they didn't? Oh snap! Check him out. Yeah, what's he doing over here? I've never seen him over here. I've always seen this dragon over here, like in this valley. But I've never seen him over here. That is crazy. What's he doing over here? But yeah, very complicated. Yeah, for real, for sure. Because the reason why I say I guess it would be weird is because if they are all related and they're getting with each other to kind of like produce more Hylian children that will eventually become Link and Zelda, then I feel like after the first Link and Zelda get together, all the other Links and Zeldas would technically be like brother and sister. And that basically turns this whole story into a Sweet Home Alabama. Da Hesho. Hesho. Da Hesho. Da Hesho. I don't know. Maybe at the end of the day, Link and Zelda really are just good friends. Even though they are probably good friends, I feel like a lot of us in the community, though, still want them to be a thing, you know? Yeah, die. But yeah, I think the entire community, me included, I definitely would like to see Link and Zelda actually get together, start a family, all that fun jazz. But then I feel like that would also complicate the story too. Which is why I feel like they never actually shown Link and Zelda to have an actual relationship, but maybe like off screen, maybe like outside of the game that we know, maybe they do. Who knows? Because we've never really seen Link and Zelda get get old. We've never really seen them you know, actually live like their entire life and, you know, die of old age and all that other stuff. So we never really know what happens to them after they fight Ganon. Right? And I feel like anything could happen. They could get together, they could end up having kids and all this other stuff, but who knows? Who knows? Very complicated indeed. But we are going to mark this shrine as complete. We got another giant ancient core, which is pretty nice. Feel like we've been getting a few of them lately, which is pretty cool. And since we're already on this side, all right, there's no blood moon tonight. No blood moon tonight, which means we are kind of lucky. Wolf, you better leave me alone before you become lunch. Alright, do this. Oh. Alright, so we're gonna go up to the Akala ancient lab. What? Fire keys? What are you doing here? I feel like that's so random. We're gonna get the ancient guardian outfit, since I feel like we have a bunch of money still. And then since it's not a blood moon tonight and we need 3 dragon horns, we only have 2, I feel like we can go to one of the dragons. Man, we saw a Dinral over here, and I've never seen him over here. As long as I've been playing this game, he was actually flying around in the sky over here. And that actually kind of like threw me off, because I was really like, what? But yeah, maybe we could go to Farosh, or even what is it? The Nehru. What's her name? I forget everything. Naydra, yeah. Maybe we can go to Farosh or Naydra, get another horn, Because the next blood moon, we are going to make the dishes that we need to then basically start Trial of the Sword. I'm not necessarily going to say that the Trial of the Sword is easy, but I feel like we already got like the food and stuff, right? Because these dishes that we can eat, you can see at the top left corner, is going to give us a bunch of hearts, right? And I feel like it's going to give us more than enough hearts to basically get through what we need to get through, but it's going to be a little bit annoying if we end up with all of those extra hearts. It's not our actual hearts. So if we end up taking too much damage and go back into the red, if we eat normal dishes, it's only gonna upgrade our normal hearts. It's not going to, you know. Oh wait, we haven't completed the shrine either. We've never completed this shrine. Let's see, let's go down here. Let's complete this one real quick. This one, Katosa Ugg? Katosa Ugg? Katosa. I am Katosa Ugg. I would say Ugg. It's like the beginning of August. Whoa. Look at the depths. Man, that bomb just like immediately disappeared. Alright, let's see what this shrine's all about. Oh, we're playing golf? What? I was just about to say, what am I supposed to do if it like... Where's the ball? What am I supposed to do? What do I do? Was that just it? It was just that one ball? Oh. Damn. Alright. Alright. Really? What the heck? Alright, we're playing mini golf. Because I let it go, it disappeared. No. Oh, damn. I didn't think that it was going to do that. I thought I could let it go and it'd still be on its way. Come on. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we did it. Oh. Secret room. Oh, what? Oh, first try? Oh, hell no. That would have been cool. Nice. This was actually kind of a cool shrine. Playing some mini golf? Yeah. Great Frost Blade. This one's 30. We'll drop it just so that we could pick it up and say that we've collected it. Do I want the Frost Blade? Do we want the ancient battle books? They're both 30. I'll probably take the Frostblade because it could freeze and all that stuff. Alright, well, since we got it, anyways, we are going to complete the shrine. Ouch. And another spirit orb down and collected. Now we're going to ancient furnace. We've already done that. We've already turned on his lab and all that stuff without even talking to him. So he's probably like, "What? Everything turned back on?" I feel like we need to hurry though. You don't like. Why would you tell me no? There's nothing in front of us stopping you from sprinting. Oh yeah, Master Sword broke, huh? So we actually are gonna be doing this. And then let's see, beat him up with some of this. Yeah, get linked. Nope, gotta go. Not dealing with you guys. Hey, Robbie, what you still doing up? Don't tell me you're Link. That's right. Whoa. Today is eventful. Yes, downright crazy. To think I'd get to see Link 100 years after he went to sleep. On top of that, Cherry, my ancient oven, is finally up and running again. Furnace is lit. Thank you. Though at first I truly believe she started working again by the power of my love. Who are you? Me? Are you serious? Seems I got so excited I forgot to introduce myself. I'll start over. I am the lead guardian researcher and director of the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Dr. Robbie. In any case, I really am impressed that you made it all the way out to this rather remote location. Did you perchance meet Purah and borrow her power? I met a child. Purah? A child? What? She really has a kid? Or do you mean that Purah aged backward? And she is now a child. Purah got younger. Are you certain? So she's as crazy as ever. Okie dokie. Knowing her, I'm guessing she screwed up some experiment? Yes, typical. Let us return to the subject at hand. Did you know that the Calamity is regaining its power? I know. I see. Then I don't need to tell you my story, huh? Tell me. Yes, I see. In that case, the goal of our Sheikah research lab is simple. We aim to destroy the Calamity that has endured across time, to rid Hyrule of its dark influence, and above all, to rescue Princess Zelda, who is now a prisoner of the Calamity. We have worked ourselves to the bone conducting our research. For a time, I feared I'd pass before we could prevail. However, you, Link, managed to awaken before this old sack of flesh gave out. That means the time is now. Yes, yes. Now is the time to join forces with us Sheikah, yes? We must destroy the Calamity. Let's do it. Yes, that is correct. You and I are going to join forces to put an end to the Calamity, And on that note, sorry for the long preamble, but I'd like to provide you with some ancient soldier gear. To start, I'll hand these over. Hey, ancient arrows, I'll take them. They are made using secret Sheikah technology. With the addition of my upgrades, they have morphed into anti-calamity weapons, so to speak. Needless to say, they are an incredibly powerful type of ancient soldier gear. I'd like to call them ancient arrows. This guy. In addition to ancient arrows, Cherry can make all kinds of ancient soldier gear. If you're looking to acquire some, give your ancient materials and rupees to Cherry. Rupees. Did you hear that? Forgive me, Link. Ever since the fall of Hyrule Castle, we haven't had much in the way of funds for our research. That's why I thought you might be willing to help us out with rupees. Lots of them. I beg of you. Then let's do it, The two of us, as soon as possible. Yes, let's conquer the calamity. Robbie's research complete. So we're gonna mark that. Let's see, all the way over here. Chill. Robbie's research complete. Back to the very top. Cherry, that is the ancient oven, is a machine I made to create ancient soldier gear. Isn't she adorable? Yes. My first love. She shares the name of my first love, you see, my wife. My wife isn't as crazy about her as I am. Yes, when I call her Cherry, my wife gets angry and throws things. That's why I call her the ancient oven now. Have you gotten any questions? No. So is she your wife? Who's your wife? Hello. Familiar name missing. Welcome. Insert materials with rupees. Insert materials and rupees. We could get a bunch of stuff here, ancient bow. We really want the outfit. Exchange. Yes. Alright. Thank you for your time. Come again. Familiar name missing. Alright, so basically we wanted to come over here to get this. So now this headgear is the result of Robbie's research. It uses guardian parts to decrease the damage from ancient energy attacks. And basically, they all say the same thing. Reduce attack from ancient weaponry. They reduce damage from ancient weaponry. And we basically look like one of the guardians. Which is actually pretty funny too, because usually whenever I collect memories too, I always like to put on this outfit. For some reason, I always like using the guardian legs too, because I don't know. For some reason, I think they look cool. They kind of match the Sheikah slate on his hip. So sometimes when I feel like when I don't really need a specific outfit, I feel like this is kind of like the outfit, like the default that I kind of go with. Alright. Alright. That being said, the only thing really that we need now, it's probably going to be annoying to get over here again. But we need to go over to this mountain. I honestly do think that it's going to take us maybe like the rest of the in-game day to get to that red marker. Because once we get to that red marker, I believe we should be able to get another Nadra horn. And then after that, we should kind of be good. We just gotta make our way up there. There's something over there too, but we're not gonna collect it as of yet. I am going to mark these because we got the ancient gear. You know good and well you keep running. Actually, I want to look this up too. That features exclusive to horses. Okay. So I just double checked online. I was like, man, can the little vehicle that we get from the DLC, can it automatically follow the roads like the horses do? And the thing I found online said, nope, it cannot. That feature is exclusive to horses. It just finished raining, then said it was sunny. Now it's at the beginning of a new rain cycle. Yeah, it's so stupid. And like, when you look at the weather, all the rest of it is supposed to be sunny. But right now, specifically, it has to rain. Huh? It's crazy, I swear. I hate the rain in here. I hate when it rains. So stupid. Oh, this is probably like the first time we actually get to use some Mipha's armor. Hardy bass. This large fish lives near the shoreline. Its sizable body can store a lot of nutrients. When cooked into a dish, it will temporarily increase your maximum odds. Swimming up a waterfall is crazy. Part of me is like, I wonder if I even have to go up all the way to the top, right? Because I usually float down here, right? To, I guess, kind of make it spawn, but part of me is like, I wonder if I have to like physically touch the top of the mountain, because that's usually just what I do. I never thought about it until now, but you know, once I get to the top of that mountain where the red is on the mini map, I always jump off and float to where the blue is, and then wait for Nadra to like fly down, and then that's when I get like the horn or whatever other thing I'm trying to get. But I don't know. Kind of just like should I go straight to the blue? Should we go to the red? Does it matter if I go up to the top? I have no idea. Got no clue. am. I mean, at least I got some. At least I've got Rivali's Gale, so that should help. Oof. Basically at the bottom of this mountain, boy. Oh, and I'm wearing a cold weapon, so that's probably making it even worse. Damn. Well, let's go. With all these scales to take me halfway up this mountain, it feels like. This is too steep. This way. It's a little less steep over here. A little less steep on this side. Whoosh. All of that don't even feel like I'm like. Yeah, those nice, those awful tails. Alright, let's go. Man, I'm telling you, wish I had the motorcycle. Pretty soon, pretty soon. We will soon. We will soon. Yeah, running up this mountain. Who needs to climb? Not us. Look how far up we came already. We in here. Hopefully nature actually spawns. Because that'd be nice. If nature doesn't spawn, then I feel like we're in trouble. Again, I don't even really know like what time like, all these dragons and stuff spawn. I always just come to these locations and hope for the best. Gamer god. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I feel like there's still so much stuff that I do that I kind of just like suck at, you know? All right, we jump from the top of the mountain here, and once we get a certain distance away, once we fly a certain distance away after reaching the top, which usually when nature spawns, but I don't think she is. I don't think she's gonna spawn right now. I honestly feel like they all either spawn like late at night or like early in the morning. It's already 4 in the afternoon, so I doubt she's gonna. Yeah, see, she would have spawned already. She would have spawned already. So, I feel like best thing that I could try to do is maybe go to this bridge over here, because I feel like that is going to allow, was it Farosh to spawn? But if we get the blood moon tonight, that's gonna suck, because I needed one more horn. Where's the closest road? Southwest. The same direction we're headed. Actually, what about this way right here? Yeah, those are roads right there. Probably the easiest for us to go would be over there. Morning or night, yeah. She likes to fly down below there. Where is the water? She likes to be at the gate. Yeah, that's usually where I go. So I'll start at the top of the mountain here, and I don't ever really know like if we actually need to go to the top of the mountain, because I just realized like it's just what I do. I always just run to the top here, and then I always float down to the entrance, and then you can always see Nadra like doing like a little figure 8 a couple of times before she actually flies down, and then, you know, we shoot her over here, get the horn. And yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that they always spawn like late at night and early in the morning. So what I used to do, when I was like fast traveling more often in like the last playthrough, I would start with Farosh. I would teleport to this tower, to Lake Tower, and then we would fly over here, get Farosh, and then I would teleport straight over here, and get Nadra, and then I think by that time we would teleport to this canyon, to one of the DLC shrines, because I think there's like a shrine like right here, or it's on this side or something like that. But we would teleport to that shrine, and then we would get Dinnerl. So we would essentially get all 3 dragons in like one cycle or whatnot. But again, I feel like because I'm trying not to fast travel so much, it definitely makes it way more difficult, because now it's like by the time I get to 1 dragon, it's like already, you know, like nighttime or whatever. It's like a whole day goes by. Let's see. We're gonna put back on some Sheikah. Are we gonna pass by the stable? We are. We're gonna pass by the Dueling Peak stable. So we could probably ask the guy there, like, hey, what's up tonight? Is it gonna be a blood moon? He will let us know. Why do you keep telling me no? You know good and well that you could go. And yeah, we need to... Gotta move with the quickness. I honestly feel like once we get this last horn... Yeah, get out the way. Once we get this last horn, that will allow us to make the dishes that we need to do Trial of the Sword. Once we complete Trial of the Sword, we can move right into the DLC and complete that as well. But I honestly feel like those are probably the last two things that we need to do before I'm ready to just say, all right, we're collecting everything. Now we're going to 100% this game. We're going to go around. We're going to save all who we can save. We're going to collect all the treasure chests that we can come across. We're gonna do everything, and finally, like, I guess start the process of really trying to beat this game in its entirety, right? Alright, so let's talk to this guy. This guy. Oh, sorry, I didn't notice you there. I was a bit lost in thought there. Been doing rigorous research day and night to figure out. Mysterio, I've seen it. You're just pretending to know what I was talking about. That's fine, so long as you'll listen to me. Now, while I tell you about it. For 100 years now, every so often when the clock strikes midnight, the sky turns red and the full moon rises. At that moment, monsters... Bro, we had this conversation before. Why are you telling me about this like we've never spoken before? If you learn anything about the blood moon as you travel, be sure to come back and tell me. Yeah. Tonight's moon. Tonight is a full moon. Oh, yeah, that's all we need to know. As long as tonight's not the blood moon, because I would have been like, damn. Alright. That actually gives us hope. Yeah, get out of here. Honestly, even after we collect this last horn, I mean, technically we'll have everything that we need to basically do all that we need. You know, we'll have all the materials necessary. So I feel like, honestly, after I get this last horn, we can actually, for real, go around and start collecting everything. As long as it's not a blood moon tonight. Start collecting everything. I honestly feel like, too, that we should start... Let's see. Because once I collect everything, or I guess if we're starting the process of collecting everything, I feel like we should start at like one side of the map and move from there. If I'm being honest, I kind of feel like we could probably start with this middle part of the map. Basically, I feel like we should be able to collect everything basically outside of Hyrule Castle. I feel like we could work our way down because you don't really need any like special equipment or material to explore this area, right? So I feel like we could start moving to collect everything from this middle part of the map, and then I feel like we could move to this right side. Because again, I feel like you don't necessarily need any like special equipment or anything like that. So we could do the middle, and then we could basically counterclockwise, and we can move up here, collect everything, move to this side, collect everything over here, move down, and probably end with the Gerudo Desert before we're just like, all right, we've done everything. We've done it all. I guess in between then, if I want to maybe upgrade some of my clothes and stuff, I could probably I could probably do that. But yeah, I essentially feel like we're finally there. We're finally at the point where now we're gonna start collecting everything. Ah!
Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did. You coward. You make me sick. Your weakness is pathetic.
Definitely got me. Once again. Because you never expect it. I feel like nobody ever actually plays alerts, you know? So when they do, it really does catch me off guard. What's up, Dean? Welcome to the stream. You know, that was another thing I told myself too. I was like, when I started streaming again, I wanted to add some other alerts, and I still haven't done it yet. I still only have like the same basic alerts. I definitely need to put some more in there. Every time. And I swear, even when I was playing RuneScape and I knew that it was coming, it would still get me. Every time. Because it's so loud in my headset. And especially times like this where it's like quiet, calm, you know, we're just casually riding through. And then all of a sudden, there's this guy screaming in my ear. Go, 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 go. Get off me, bro. Alright, go. You know, I did this the last time, too. Last time I was trying to get the Ferosh dragon to spawn. At work, probably can't hang around long. You know, that's perfectly fine. Even if you are here just for a little bit, that's always pretty nice, It's always appreciated. We are actually trying to get one of the dragons to spawn, so I can collect their horn, and I will basically have everything that I need to basically do the last major 2 events of the game. Which is going to be the Trial of the Sword, which is going to be us upgrading our Master Sword, and the DLC. Once we start the DLC, it's like its own separate kind of like storyline with a bunch of stuff that we have to do. But all I need is one more dragon horn. So hopefully, I know Ferosh likes to spawn around like midnight too. Yep, there we go, right there. Yeah. And of course, every time we're here, these stupid Yiga people always like to spawn too. Watch. Watch. I already know. One of them's gonna pop up somewhere. Bats? I didn't expect that. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, look how majestic he is. Oh, you see what I'm talking about? I knew you guys were gonna pop up. Damn, all y'all too? Damn, they came up here deep. Oh my god, there's even more Yiga people. What is happening? The whole army's pulling up. Shwoo. Man, what the heck was that? I knew like some of the Yiga people were gonna pop up, but geez, that was a whole army. This sword is favored by high-ranking members of the Yiga. When wielded by a proficient fighter, its unique shape cleaves the very wind and creates a vacuum. This one's 40. We just used our master sword. 40. I'll drop this to pick up the wind cleaver. And that's actually our weakest weapon still. 47, 45, 45, 40. Why not? Alright, what kind of arrows? We have the most fire arrows. So just don't shock me. Don't shock me. Don't shock me. It shocked me. No. Alright. That's all we need. That's all we need. That is all we need. I think, alright. I honestly feel like, and I don't really like to do this much, but because we got what we needed, we're going to teleport over here. We are also going to complete this shrine. But I just don't want to run through the actual forest where we picked up the Master Sword. And I also technically didn't want to teleport back here until we were going to get ready to do the Trial of the Sword. But only reason why we're coming over here. See, if we want to do Trial of the Sword, we basically take the Master Sword, stick it in this pedestal, and then the trial starts. And it's 3 trials. And those trials are pretty hard, man. But we didn't come over here for that yet. We came over here to talk to Hetsu to increase our inventory. We have 51 Korok seeds. We're going to use as much of them as we can to increase our inventory. Expand the band. Alright, I think 2 more of those is pretty good. Let's see. Actually, I lied. I still want to do my weapon stash if I can. 17 seeds? Why not? It's basically the only reason why I'm doing any of this in the first place. That's it. Alright. I'll say it. Alright. Yeah, I honestly feel like that's everything that we need for real. So, at least for now. So we got, what is it? We basically increased weapon stash by 3, bows by 3. Shields, again, I feel like don't really matter too much because as long as you're actually, I don't know. I just feel like it's... You should upgrade shields last because you really don't... At least me, I don't blow through, I don't blow through shields like that. You know? Let's see. KO Rug. KO Rug? KO Rug. Kyo Rug. I don't know. These monks, boy. Who's naming these monks? This is an observation puzzle. On the back wall, 4 constellations are represented. For each one, count the number of stars that appears from the wall in front of it, blah, blah, blah. Facing the far wall from left to right, the answer is 5312. Look at the stars for guidance. The constellations are the key. 5312. Let's see. 5, 3, 1, 2. And then this next one. What? Installation wall. The process of 422. Alright, so I gotta do the same. If I lift it up, doesn't it close the gate? No, I guess not. 4, 2, 2. In this corner is a Knight's Claymore. Ooh, Royal Claymore. I'll take it. Get upgraded. Alright, and then we mark that as complete. Another shrine done. Which also means another spirit orb collected. Alright, and like I said before, I feel like I want to start at one side of the map, one part of the map, and basically start collecting everything from there. And I think, because I said that I wanted to start in the middle, I think I know exactly where I want to start. We're going to start here. Sacred Grounds. The next time we get a blood moon, we're essentially going to teleport back to the house, make the dishes that we need, and like I said, then we're going to start the Trial of the Sword and the DLC. We're most likely not going to get to it in today's stream. If we get a blood moon, let's see, since we're trying to collect everything, what's this over here? Dog, leave me alone. Alright, so right in front of... Let's see, we gotta see where we are. Alright, this right here. There's a Knight's Claymore in this chest, which is actually a Royal Claymore. Oh, you know, I did say that I wanted to go to the Hateno lab, because that was going to, the Hateno lab was actually going to give us some equipment. Yeah, give me some choo-choo jelly, because I know I'm going to need those eventually. Let's see. There's a memory and a Choric seed over here that we're going to collect. Ow, I hit my hand. Yeah, give me all these materials. I feel like if we collect a bunch of choo-choo jelly, that we are essentially going to be able to use it for whatever else we want. So the choo choo jelly, if you hit it with some like fire or electricity or anything else like that, then it transforms from like regular choo choo jelly to like the fire jelly or the white choo choo jelly, the electric jelly. Let's see. Like all of this, I'll take it. We are in collection mode right now. I know there's a... I gotta be careful over here. Well, not really, because even if I'm not careful, it's not like I can't fight these guys. I definitely can. Alright, we switch to our regular Link outfit. Let's do this memory. And then we can grab this Korok seed and start to move from there. Whether skyward bound, yo, that's so funny. She made some references to some other links. That's so funny. I never noticed that. Man, she's really forcing it.
やれやれ。前途多難みてえだな。
何言ってんの。お月の騎士任命の記念に太古の伝説真似てみろって林立てたのあんただろ。とはいえ、彼に対する態度に関してはあの姫と気が合いそうだよ。僕。
Ooh, look at her bosa, boy.
おひいさまにとっちゃあいつの存在はそうコンプレックスの象徴みたいなもんだから。
I do really like how they did Zelda and Link's relationship in this game, because they really did. I think whereas in other games they kind of already had like a I think in other games, like I was gonna say, they already had some sort of like relationship or bond with each other. This is the first game where it kind of feels like they started off on a bad foot, on a bad note. So it's like in this game, you actually had to see them like develop a relationship, you know? It wasn't something that they had right off the bat. And even when we get further into the game, we actually do unlock all of the cutscenes, right? But as we unlock them, they actually unlock in order. So when we finally do unlock all of them, we can actually go back ourselves and re-watch them in order to get the full story. Nice. Damn, I felt like we went through like what? Like 3 weapons right there? How many weapons did we just break? 2? Crazy. Alright, so we did that, and then there's supposed to be a Coric seed over here. Jeez, I hate the rain so much. Yeah. Alright, I think we should make our way not necessarily into the castle, but there are some stuff that we could definitely collect around Hyrule Castle. Hyrule Castle essentially I feel like is going to be like the our last stop. Once we basically, I guess, storm Hyrule, is when we're going to collect everything inside the castle. Like this right here, the whole castle is going to be like the last thing, right? So we're going to try to collect everything else until then. Alright. So yeah. We are going to do our best. And for the most part, I do kind of feel like we should be moving around stealthily, because this will actually help us get some of like the bugs, especially, or even like some of these other things. The only thing I wish that we did have loadouts, because it's like, I feel like if we're exploring, I feel like it is pretty good to use the Sheikah outfit. But if we're fighting, then we need to switch over to the Barbarian fit, right? Because using the Sheikah outfit lets us sneak and grab, like, again, some of the other items. What we got over here to collect? Rusty Claymore, we don't really care about that. There's a wooden bow on the floor. We don't really care about the wooden bow. Oh, we never collected it before, so I guess we will pick it up. This wooden bow may not be the most reliable for battling monsters, but it is excellent for hunting small animals. I guess we'll still collect these items, since we've got the room for it. And then over at the top, there's supposed to be a treasure chest. Guardians. Yeah, come over here. I want you to see me. Yeah, walk over here. Don't walk away. I want you to get closer, because you guys always have a habit of running away. Nice. Super nice. beat the screws out of him. And then in here is this chest filled with bomb arrows. Right? Nice. Your master sword has been restored. Whoa. You hear that? That's all you heard was... Honestly, I guess the rain would probably be a good place to use the climbing outfit. Now that I think of it, that's probably gonna be the best time, because you can only climb so much before you jump, and then you slide back down a little bit. Like I figured out that that's probably the only way to actually climb in the rain. You actually do have to like go up a little bit before you jump. Otherwise, if you're just climbing, you're gonna keep sliding down, and if you keep jumping, you're also gonna keep sliding down. Like you're gonna lose progress. Which is stupid. It is stupid. Got some fire arrows from over here. Let's see. Kind of want to make our way back this way. We definitely. Definitely got some other stuff to collect here. So we're essentially... I like how you can see all the red rays. All of these red rays focused on the castle. Oh yeah, it's everywhere. Oh, that one's an actual guardian. Legs. Break his legs. Because once you can't go anywhere, you're nothing. Once you can't go anywhere or do anything, you mean nothing to us. Nothing. Let's see. There is a leaf-marked stump on the top of here. Boy, that thing is counting down. Beep 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 beep. Yahaha. See, central square, we can mark that as complete. Get wrecked. Let's see. You have been banned. Sorry, dude. But you've been banned. Alright, and there's supposed to be a couple of, it looks like there's supposed to be a couple of things here. Oh, right here. This knight's broadsword and knight's shield. Let's see, what's our weakest weapon right now? Besides the master sword. 51. This 12. Oh, we have extra space. Why am I acting like I can't pick it up? 44 for the shield. Alright, so we will mark both of them as complete. There's something here. Then there is town ruins. There's something here. And then there's something at the beginning of this. So let's go over here to the purple. Let's go over here to the purple. I was about to say, why does the music sound so eerie? Purple rupee. Oh, is that wall crumbled? Oh, I didn't even know I could do that. I just saw the cracks in it and was like, alright. Beat the brakes off of him. Beat the brakes off of him. Let's see. And it's been raining a lot in this game, I swear. Those. And then it looks like there's a bunch of arrows and stuff on here. Only because it's raining, and I feel like it's always raining. Arrow, Choric seed. Alright. I feel like now that we're actually in the business of collecting everything, I feel like we're actually about to start making some really, really good progress. Eventually, when we look at this map and we see how barren and empty it's about to start looking, let's go over on this side. Again, we're just gonna try to collect as much as we can. We're gonna try to collect and do as much as we can. And we're honestly probably gonna end up losing a lot of, not really a lot, but we're definitely gonna end up losing some of our stronger equipment, I feel like. Oh, to get them all in like one singular thing, that'd be crazy. Oh. Beep, 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 beep. I'm gonna grab that. What is this? Topaz? And I think I'm actually gonna save the gems now too, because some of the outfit pieces that I want to upgrade actually take like topaz or rubies, even diamonds and stuff like that. So we are definitely going to try to actually hold on to some of these gems and stuff now. We basically bought everything that I need. I don't really see what else we're going to end up spending our money on other than pictures for the compendium. So I don't think that I'm really going to need to like sell any of my gems. We should have more than enough money to do whatever else I feel like we need to do. Mamori. Sapphire collected. What else we got in here? What else we got in here? There's a stove. Man, a lot of purple rupees just hanging around. Yeah, thought you were cool moving from side to side? Thought you weren't gonna get hit with this arrow? Nah, bro. See this? Master Sword. Look, you made me lose my train of thought. Where am I going? Over here. There's another item right over this way. Nice. See, we're getting all kinds of weapons. I honestly feel like we could probably get these, yeah, it's about to be nighttime again. Switch over to stealth so we can move a little bit faster. There are some... There's like 3 Korok seeds on this bridge that I feel like we basically should collect. Right? There's a yellow flower that I think is going to be underneath. There's a Korok seed on top. Seeds from the top here. Collect that one. Touch this flower. Touch this flower. I don't even see any flower over here. Now, if we're gonna be doing some climbing, Craziness. I'm not gonna hit. Crazy. Definitely about to lose some stamina. I held that for way too long. I held that for way too long. I don't even know where the flower went. Oh. Oh, if I didn't have that extra stamina, that would have played out a lot differently. Go back underneath. Alright. Found those. I'm trying to make sure that I keep the comments and stuff up too, because it's a little hard to look at this map that I'm looking at and try to have my comments and stuff open. Like I have my tablet right here, so I'll still see like Twitch comments even though it might be a little delayed. But the YouTube comments, I feel like I wish there was a way to I have to look into it. I need to see if I could add YouTube alerts. Like I said, I think that'd be pretty cool. Rusty shield, knight's bow, rusty shield. I don't really care about knight shield because no blood moon. Alright, as long as there's no blood moon, we can continue to move forward. We don't care. Rusty shield. Jump. Jump through the malice. Another rusty shield. Knight's Queen. Right, like I feel like even zooming out a little bit where Hyrule Castle is now, actually seeing nothing but the map itself instead of all of these different items and stuff is actually pretty cool. The fact that we are actually collecting everything makes me happy. Makes me feel pretty good. And then there are some stuff over here. And then there's a thing here. And again, Hyrule Castle, I think, is what's going to be the most annoying because it's not like I can open up the map itself. Once we're in Hyrule Castle, it's kind of like being in one of the Divine Beasts where I open up the map. Instead of seeing the actual map here like this, you're just going to get like a holographic like map of where we are. More attack. Attack up. Yeah, get wrecked. Get freaking wrecked, dude. Alright. In this house, there is also something. Purple ruby. Poiple. Not purple. Poiple. Poiple ruby. It would have been funny if I launched that thing and it bounced off the rock and then came back. I would have been like, what the heck?
リーバルトルネードいつでも OK だ。
Let's see, there's a sword over here. A sword, a sword, a sword. Oh, the Yiga people. Royal bow, not even a knight's bow. Royal bow. Alright, so let's see. Let's even if I gotta do some fighting, I'll try to hold on to this for now. You guys are probably the most annoying out of everything. Yeah, gone. See this speed? You're not catching up, bro. See this speed? Link's too fast. Way too fast for you to comprehend. What's this? Castle Town Watchtower. Could mark that as found. Coric seed. Let's see. There's 2 Coric seeds. There's one here. Yeah. And there's another one. Seems right around the corner. Oh, you're up there. I'm like, what? Man, this was the wrong outfit to do this with. Yeah. Then, let's see, there's something over here. This is a Royal Shield, 62. Oh yeah, we're looking really good over here now. Go ahead and save it again, just because. Then we're gonna go over here. Right here. There's a Coric seed here. There's some arrows over here. There is some stuff on this bridge in the water and stuff. There is an enemy right here, and there's another seed over on this side. Alright. Doesn't even know we're running up on him. He's probably like, what? Damn, just started shooting lasers. He didn't know what was going on. Yeah, I really wish there was loadouts, man. Because, like I said, having to constantly keep switching back and forth, I feel like it's pretty annoying. But look how fast we're moving. That's what I feel like I need to. Oh, shit. Oh, snappity. Right back to the fence. Hyrule Cathedral. So this was a church. Man. About to say, they're jumping me. I hit him that one time. I thought it was gonna kill him, and it definitely did not. Go away, fire. Collect this cork seed too. Yahaha. So we're doing pretty good. Actually, collecting a lot of material here. Let's see what's in here. Here we got more bomb arrows. Yeah, we're about to be bomb arrowed up. And then I feel like essentially that's basically it for like the front of Hyrule Castle at least. So now we've got some stuff over here on the side on the river. We got this dude. Yeah, too late, dude. He tried. But it was too late. Damn! 93? Bro, that's higher than my, Damn! That's higher than the Hylian shield. Damn, that's crazy. Look at that. Hylian shield number 2. Crazy. Boneyard Bridge. Yeah, you wanna fight this one? Alright, I feel like this calls for Cryonis. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take one rock. We're gonna toss it. Ooh, first try. Let's go. We're too good at the game. We're playing this on master mode because we are the master. Let's throw a Cryonis over there. Because you guys, Hyrule Bass, they can't roll Bass. Although I probably will need some of you guys. We're being swept away. There's a chest over there and a chest over there. Alright, so we got this chest. Which is fire arrows. Take me some fire arrows. Oh, take me some fire arrows. Why not? I see this guy running around. Come here, dude. Yeah, haha. I was about to say, I thought those were the skeletal guys, and I'm like, I was about to be like, man, you guys are coming out during the day? Yeah, call everybody, I don't care. Go ahead. Call them all out here. No. 26. 12, 26. This one's 12. Rusty sword. Purple rupee. Poiple. Poiple. Not purple. Poiple. You ever heard of Poiple? Like one of those old school Bugs Bunny cartoons. 60 shield. This shield. Let's see. Daybreaker. Sorry, Daybreaker. But you gotta go. Alright. I really feel like we're making some good progress here. Okay. Alright. Yeah, you see all these bugs flying around? These are the bugs that I'm talking about. That makes me always feel like we need to be running around with this at least. Man, guardians everywhere over here too. And he's still seeing me? That's crazy. I thought we were still safely secured on the other side of this hill. And he's coming over here. Oh, I can only fight you at night. Can't fight you during the day. You're not really a threat to me anyways. Alright. We're gonna fight you. You wanna fight? I was about to say, you still alive? It's crazy. Two ancient cores? Let's go. I will gladly take that. Alright, Hyrule Forest Park and this other Korok Seed collected. Yeah. And let's see. There is something here, and the Korok Seed here. So let us continue on. And again, I like how I take the outfit off. I see all of these bugs everywhere I go. I put the Sheikah outfit on so that we could move more stealthily. And it's like I don't see these bugs anymore at all. It's like they don't exist afterwards. Why I threw it that way. And over here we got the Phrenic bow. Phrenic bow, which is only 10. Still better than this other one that I got. These look like they can break too. Sure can. We got Phrenic bow. Let's see, nothing over here to collect. All of a sudden, like I said, I don't see no bugs. No nothing. Shock arrows. Hell yeah, I'll take those. I'll take some shock arrows. tropical fauna. They all over here running from me. Let's see, we have the most electric area. Collect. Yaha. Honestly feel like we should probably make our way back down this way. Collected what we could from up top here, basically. So now we've got a rupee in the water. We've got a couple things around this bridge. And then there are some stuff here. There's a blue Hinox over here that we could kill. And then there's also Corksy. Alright, so let's make our way down. Let's make our way downward. I'm telling you, for some reason, I really do feel like it's been raining so much more lately. And it's just like, I don't know why. Why is it raining so much in here? I'm not gonna stop. No, it matters. Let's climb over here, grab some more chests. I'm surprised I didn't fall off. That was crazy. Another purple rupee. Like, part of me wonders if some of these chests are chests that are just like floating down the river, you know? It looks like 68. Yeah, I'll take it. This next one's supposed to be a Royal Guard spear. Yeah. See what I'm talking about? Next one's supposed to be a Royal Guard spear, but is it one that... Oh, right here. Toho, he don't even hear me coming. He don't even know I'm here. Don't even know what hit him. How's Breath of the Wild treating you? Sorry for the late comment read. I'm always switching back and forth between tabs and stuff like that. Breath of the Wild so far. I had to stretch and yawn. I don't know why. Like out of nowhere. But it's actually pretty good so far. I mean, I've played this game a little bit before. I think I mentioned it maybe in like a couple of other streams. I've played it a little bit before, but I never really got like too far into the game itself. I always just kind of played it like a little bit, and then that was basically it. Because I was playing other games at the time, so I didn't really do much in the game besides I think I got like the 4 champion powers. I did the trial of the Master Sword. I did the DLC, and that was basically it. Like, I didn't really do many like side quests. I didn't collect most of the shrines. I didn't get most of the Korok seeds and all that other stuff. So that's basically what we're doing now. We're basically now going through and trying to collect everything, right? We collected a few outfits. We're actually waiting for another blood moon so that I can make some dishes that are going to help me with the trial of the sword. And then again, once we do trial of the sword again on here, we're going to do the DLC. And then we're essentially just going to go around the map and collect everything, do all the side quests and all that stuff. So again, I'm doing that now. We're just going around, we're collecting everything that we can collect and just doing what we can do. If I come across anybody that has like a side quest or anything like that, we're going to do it. All these treasure chests and all that other stuff I'm basically collecting now. But yeah, we're essentially just waiting for a blood moon so that we could then go and do trial of the sword. But until then, we're basically just collecting everything that we can. Royal Guard spear. Nice. Collect it. Do that. This Sheikah Made Spear was created using ancient technology to combat the Calamity. Its attack power is very high, but a critical design flaw left it with poor durability. Inventory's full. Let's see, our weakest weapon right now, 26, and this one's 13. So we're gonna pick this one up instead. I liked dragon farming for Trial of the Sword. Dragon horns add 30 min to defense or attack buff. Yeah, that's actually what we were doing a little bit earlier. We went and got a shard of Nadra's horn, and then we ended up with two of Farosh's horns. So yeah, we actually have 3. So I'm going to... Ow, I just hit my knee on the desk. It's like hitting your funny bone, but with your knee. Ow. I went to go... Let me see if I could see. You know how I went to go lift my leg up to like put on the other leg, you know, and when I lifted, I hit it all like on the edge of my desk. Oh, that actually hurt. It made me straighten up the whole leg. You know, whenever you hit your knee or you hit your leg and you just got, for some reason, you have to straighten the whole thing. That's exactly what happened to me. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, we collected the horns because what we're actually going to do, or use, I should say, we're actually going to be using these mighty porgies. Because if you use 4 of the mighty porgies and 1 of the dragon horns, it gives you the 30 minutes of the highest attack buff. And that's what we're going to be using for Trial of the Sword. Because the weapons that you get in Trial of the Sword are usually like the weakest weapons you could ever find. It's like rusty weapons and all these other things. So at least having more attack, I feel like, allows you to get more out of the weapons that you're using, so it makes it go by a little easier, I would say. Sometimes I do feel as though maybe using the defense bonus would be better sometimes. But I don't think that's necessarily the case all the time. I only feel like I don't necessarily use the defense for Trial of the Sword because I feel like using defense applies that you're gonna get hit, right? That you're gonna take damage. You want to take less damage. Which... What? 2 in the afternoon and you guys are still showing up? Yeah, get out of here. But yeah, instead of I just feel like you get more of a benefit if you use the attack bonus versus defense. Not to say that you can't use defense, because you can always use it like outside of the master of the sword. Opal, gonna mark that as found as well. Or 4 mighty bananas. Oh yeah, you could definitely use the 4 mighty bananas as well. Sorry, I feel like I honestly suck at multitasking too. I say this all the time, but I feel like definitely one of my character design flaws is the fact that I cannot multitask to save my life. When I read the comments and I see somebody like legitimately asking me something that like I get excited about or whatever, again, it's crazy. What do you guys want from me? I swear you guys are the most annoying enemy in this game. Swear, you guys are super annoying. You guys are like annoying to the max. 32. 32, still my weakest weapon. I guess we'll drop it because we've been using it too. He's so annoying that it made me forget what I was talking about. Rusty shield we don't care about. Rusty halberd we don't care about. So I really don't. We'll still mark them as complete since we've already kind of collected them before. Alright. But yeah, I'm actually using, if you guys don't know about it, I'm using a website called Map Genie to basically mark everything that I come across so that I know like what I've collected and what I haven't collected. Basically allows me to like find all the treasure chests and all these other things. Do we have our Master Sword back? No. This is 40. Right, so our weakest weapon right now is 26. And we're gonna use it. Cut down some of these trees. A lot of apple trees in here. I just like collecting some, like certain materials too. It's good to collect as much material as you can, because once you beat the DLC, you can actually use some of these excess materials for the little the vehicle that you end up unlocking for completing the DLC. I feel like that's it. I'm not gonna sit here and cut down every single tree. We've got the most electric and fire arrows. Freeze him, shoot him in the eye. Do some of. Oh my god, he landed on me. Well, I feel like he didn't even really land on me. He just. Man, that was crazy. It's like he did land on me, but he didn't land on me at the same time. Pulled Master Sword with the campfire glitch. I actually don't know how to do it. I've seen videos of people doing it. Oh, roasted whole bird. That's actually a good. Has been tickled by an open flame to bring out its flavor. Less is more as the lack of additional seasoning allows its natural taste to shine. Ugh. no seasoning. You just put it on an open fire and ate it like that. That's crazy, Link. But yeah, I've seen videos of people doing all kinds of different glitches to get the Master Sword. I've seen videos of people doing the campfire glitch. I've seen videos of people somehow getting an enemy all the way that deep into the what is it? The Lost Woods. And I don't even know how they did that, but they would somehow manage to get the enemy into the Lost Woods, and the enemy would pick up the Master Sword, and they would kill the enemy and then just pick up the Master Sword. So I've seen like a number of different glitches, but I honestly don't know how to do any of them. We ourselves just, when I first started the streams here, that's crazy. And it still hit me. When I first started this Breath of the Wild stream, again, this is why you guys are annoying. You guys won't let me shine. You guys won't let me do any of the stuff I want to do. And I don't want to hit you because you're next to the damn trees that I need for this Korok seed. I want you to move over here, guy. There we go. So I could beat your ass. Coming over here. I can hate all of you with a passion. You guys are annoying. Always showing up out of nowhere. Always messing with me. You guys are stupid. All of you. All of you stupid eager. But anyways, like I was saying, when I first started this Breath of the Wild stream, we did the Great Plateau, right? We went through, did the Great Plateau, all of that fun jazz, and then we basically went straight to Hyrule Castle. We went straight to Hyrule Castle so that we could get the Royal Guard outfit, right? And the Hylian shield. And then from there, we kind of just started getting the champion powers. And all the while, I was doing shrines little by little. So once I got the 13 hearts, we went straight to the forest, pulled the Master Sword, and then we went back to, I think it was, what, in Hateno Village? Where's our house? We went back to Hateno Village, and I think like right over here is a horned statue that lets you switch your hearts for stamina and vice versa. Switch your stamina for more hearts. We pulled the Master Sword, we went to the horned statue, we traded all of our hearts for stamina so that we could have a max stamina bar, but that left us with like 4 hearts, right? So I'm basically in the process now of just like doing more shrines, collecting more items so that we can get more hearts. And I think we have like, what is it? I think we have 8. Oh, we have 6. So I could go and get another heart container if I really want to. But again, we're just going around collecting what we can collect. We need to leave. These Korok seeds are always like the ones that I like hate the most because you have to pick specific hearts in order to get the seed, which is stupid. Korok seed. Bye-bye. But yeah, let's see, 9 something. Is it a blood moon tonight? I think it might be. Look how, it's definitely a blood moon. Alright, perfect. Because definitely feel like I am getting ready in a little bit to end things. And this will be a good ending point right here, I would say. When Switch 2 released, I wanted to see what still worked. So I did Great Plateau, then got Majora's Mask, then went to Korok Forest to pull the sword with 3 hearts. I think that from what I've seen, if you play this on the Switch 2, I think there's like voice something, because even on the Map Genie that I use, they tell you that there's like voice memos, I think, that you could collect if you play this on the Switch too. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. Voice memos. I wonder what that's about. So honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea what you know that is or what it's about. Before we cook our dishes, we have a little bit of time here. I always like to store our strongest weaponry in our house, and every once in a while I like to come back and make sure that I replace all of our strongest items, because once we get ready to basically storm Hyrule Castle, I feel like we essentially want to storm Hyrule with our strongest weapons, right? Our strongest gear, our strongest weapons. So every once in a while, like I said, I like to come back and make sure that we're storing all of our strongest items. So these are all 58, 68, 68, 60. So now it feels like it's going to be these right here. Honestly, too, I think I was telling myself before, because when I first played this, I like to store the strongest one-handed weapons because I like using the shield. Having that shield up is always really nice. So I honestly like one-handed weapons more than I like two-handed weapons, and I had some of the two-handed weapons stored. But we're going to switch that up. We're going to store our strongest one-handed weapons. Especially because sometimes I feel like the one-handed weapons are a little harder to come by. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Pick up. Damn, this one's 93. I can't believe we found a shield stronger than the Hylian shield, bro. Like, that to me is wild. Alright. Reorganized. Gonna equip that. Fire arrows, since we have the most fire arrows. Put the Master Sword. And we're gonna hit save. Yeah, the voice memories add to the lore of the game. I missed the Lino weapons in Tears of the Kingdom. They don't have Linos in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, you can't use the Lino weaponry and stuff. I know Tears of the Kingdom, you know, introduces like Zonai and all that stuff like that, but you know, I still feel like there's so much that we need to explore here in Breath of the Wild still. I feel like there's still so much, like, I know a lot about the game, but I still feel like there's even more that I could learn just by doing the side quests and talking to people and just, you know, just doing all kinds of things. So I'm actually really glad that we're still you know, playing this game and all of that fun jazz. Alright, so first thing, like I said, that we actually wanted to do, the whole reason why we're doing this is because we want to do 4 Mighty Porgy, 1 horn. Right? And that gives us Mighty Fish Skewer. Grants a high-level attack power boost. A simple dish made by cooking chunks of fresh fish on a skewer. Alright, so 1. This is 2. And then our 3 right here. And that's essentially, like I said, what we wanted to do. What else? I know I could use some of these mighty bananas. Cook it before eating to temporarily increase your stamina limit. We're gonna make these. Always good to have. Let's see. Endura Shroom. Give us a little bit more stamina in case we need it. We're probably climbing or doing something. Cook it to increase movement speed. Or do I have any eggs? I know I got an egg in here. eggs are a good substitute for dragon horns, a little bit, kind of, sort of. Alright, 10-minute speed boost, I'll take that. And then just about everything else. Silent shroom I know we need for like some outfit pieces. Oh yeah, we could definitely use some of these. Extra hearts. Full recovery plus extra hearts. We'll make one more of these. Right, and then I really just want to say some of these other ones I don't really want to. Some of these items I don't necessarily want to use, but like this helps us move silently. This stamina recovery elixir, speed boost effect. Cook it with monster parts to draw out its speed boost effect. We'll do 4 of these and maybe, let's see, moblin guts. No. Probably would be better to do moblin guts since we got 16 of them. Damn, super fast. I think it's got 3 instead of just the 1. And then let's see. Amplifies healing benefits. In terms of like everything else, I felt kind of unprepared, right? But yeah, we've got more food, more dishes. Everything is reorganized. So I honestly feel like that's good enough. And yeah, I feel like that's pretty much everything that we wanted to do, at least for this particular stream. I feel like it's actually kind of funny that we managed to end off with the blood moon that we were waiting for like ever. Right? So we now, just like I was saying before, we now have everything that we need to do Trial of the Sword, and then jump into the DLC, and then we can go back to collecting all of the items in the game, and then that's basically it. Once we collect all the items, go around, do all the side quests, all that stuff, we can storm the castle and essentially beat the game. So we are, I feel like, at a pretty good spot. Took us about like 15 streams, but I feel like we're finally starting to get a little bit closer to like the ending. So yeah, so with that being said, we are going to go ahead and end things here. I do, as always, want to thank everybody for, you know, being a part of this stream, for watching my stream, for commenting, for all of that stuff like that. Have a great day. You as well. I definitely want to say that if you guys are watching this on YouTube, go ahead and give the stream a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, so that you guys can always be notified when we do go live. And if you're on Twitch, if you're watching this on Twitch, you know, you just go ahead and, you know, give me a follow, so that, you know, again, whenever we are live, you get the notification, and, you know, we can hang out and de-stress from all of the darkness of the world. Actually play some games together and probably laugh, crack some jokes, you know. But yeah, there's always so many minutes in the day, and the fact that you guys would even spend 1 minute, 5, 10, whatever, watching my stream really does mean a lot to me. So I do want to thank you guys so much for being here. It really does mean a lot. And with that being said, I want to say that we should be back tomorrow. I think tomorrow we will jump straight into the Master Sword trials, so be on the lookout for that. We should be able to get that complete, hopefully. We shall see. So yeah, I will see all of you guys most likely tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful day, and yeah, bye guys.